Baby Resha, honey, Rita Ora girl, Dua Lipa, Nevena Bozovic, Rona Nishalu, Lindita Halimi. Yes, all these gorgeous women have one thing in common. They come from Kosovo. Kosovar beauties, big voices from this tiny country. So for years, people have been wondering, does RTK, that's the Kosovar broadcaster, RTK plus EBU equal ESC? Well, the answer is no. There has been a vote and it has sort of upended any hope that Kosovo will be at Eurovision in 2020. Should we talk about it? Let's do this! Yes, for years, Eurovision fans have been dreaming of an expansion of the contest to include Kosovo, but there has been a vote at the EBU that, at least for now, makes this much more unlikely. So there was a vote in Oslo. The EBU came together and they voted on this proposal. At the moment, it is a rule that if you want to join the European Broadcasting Union, which would allow you to compete at Eurovision, you first have to be a member of a UN organization called the International Telecommunication Union, that is ITU, because we don't have enough of these acronyms. And if you're a member of the ITU, you can then apply to be a member of the EBU. At the moment, Kosovo is not in the ITU. Now, why is that, you might ask? Kosovo is not recognized as an independent country by the United Nations. The status of Kosovo as an independent country is disputed internationally and in diplomatic practice. Serbia considers Kosovo part of Serbia. So if this motion had been passed, then Kosovo could join the ITU, then it could join the EBU, and then it could eventually participate at Eurovision. Now y'all, Kosovo did have some support from regional neighbors. Those included Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, North Macedonia, as well as Hungary, although Hungary later withdrew their support. 673 members voted against it, 400 supported this motion, and 113 abstained from voting.
Why y'all gotta sit on the fence?
And because this motion was done, in secret, we have no idea which members voted against and for Kosovo. So why is this so controversial? Well, obviously Serbia still considers Kosovo part of Serbia. They don't recognize Kosovo as an independent state. Kosovars, of course, say, hey, we separated, we declared our independence. And certainly politically and economically, Kosovo operates as an independent state. The assistant director of RTS, that's the Serbian broadcaster, had harsh words saying the proposal was a political move that is a political precedent. It will harm peace in our region and the definition of the European Broadcasting Union to be a professional and not a political organization. He also pointed out that RTK in Kosovo already has an agreement with the EBU to access some shared programming and shared services. Of course, this does not include Eurovision at the moment. Kosovo, of course, declared its independence from Serbia in 2008, but this is disputed internationally and in diplomatic practice. There are huge tensions between Serbia and Kosovo's government, and obviously the bloodiest and saddest manifestation of this was the Kosovo War, 1998 to 1999. We should also point out that a lot of countries that do participate at Eurovision do not recognize Kosovo as an independent country. Those include Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Bosnia and Herzegovina when they did participate in Eurovision, Cyprus, Georgia, Greece, Israel, Moldova, Romania, Russia, Slovakia when they competed, Spain, and Ukraine. So this is like a hot button issue on our website. I was scrolling through the comments just now, and you guys are making lots of arguments for and against this. I just want to say we don't have any political motive with this video. We are just bringing up this topic to continue the discussion. Personally, and I know a lot of Eurovision fans feel this way, the more the merrier, the more music, the more cultures, the richer Eurovision is. But again, there are many arguments to this that go beyond Eurovision, because yes, Eurovision is wonderful, but Eurovision takes place in the real world where there are many other realities going on, and so it's important to kind of step back and just look at the big picture. Armand says, shame on you, Eurovision. Kosovo is in the heart of Europe, and he points out that Kosovo actually participates in the Olympic Games. They made their debut back in 2016 in Brazil. He's like, why can't they sing at Eurovision? Shame on you, Eurovision song. Kosovo will sing one day, but you will stay in the shame of history. Nico disagrees. He says, don't allow troublemakers in the contest. This will make the ESC more political than it already is. From all the possible debutantes, I think the best would be both Liechtenstein and Kazakhstan. All others would just be too much problems for the EBU and for us fans. Okay, so look. In terms of troublemakers, if you scroll through the comment sections on our Twitter or on wiwibloggs, people bring up tensions between other countries. Armenia and Azerbaijan, they have a lot of political tensions, and yet both of them still compete at Eurovision. Russia and Ukraine, they have lots of problems, and although Ukraine withdrew this year and Russia withdrew previously, there have been many years in which Russia and Ukraine did compete together. So I'm not sure that saying just because countries have conflicts outside of Eurovision, they shouldn't compete together at Eurovision, and this is something a lot of our readers have pointed out. This is what Justice says. So the enemies Armenia and Azerbaijan can participate in the same contest, but not European Kosovo and Serbia. That's crossing the line. Clearly nothing has changed or will ever change. As for the EBU, they decide everything on a whim, so no surprises there either. Istvan makes the point that there is a difference though, because both Azerbaijan and Armenia are not disputed territories and they are members of the UN, which is one of their criteria to be part of the EBU. He goes on to explain that if you allow a country that is not recognized internationally to compete, then that allows for other regions like Catalonia to compete, and it's a slippery slope. ESC fan says, only normal and logical decision, allowing non-UN members to join would be catastrophic. Kosovo first, then what? North Cyprus, Scotland, Catalonia, Crimea? That would mark the end of the contest and this non-political organization, as RTS director said. Besides, Kosovo is legally Serbia and cannot be independent without Serbia, so only after an agreement with Serbia can Kosovo debut at the contest. So look, if we put the politics to the side and imagine a happy world where everyone agreed that Kosovo should be at Eurovision, just imagine the amazing singers. I mean, we've already had Lindita, Rona Nishalu, just to name two, who were absolutely banging vocally. So good. This tiny country, I don't know what's in the water, but they can produce some singers. KESC says, so ridiculous. There are so many talented singers of Kosovoan origin. I'm sure they would have sent quality entries. A big waste EBU. And Katarina makes the funny point, Kosovo and ESC would be all the potential Albania has if they dropped FIK, Festival i Këngës. The Albanian music industry is huge. Katarina also says, Kosovo is allowed in competitions from the Olympics to the World Cup to Miss Universe. There's no reason Eurovision should keep them out. But Steven points out they have a different set of requirements. Some even have requirements Kosovo doesn't meet, and yet they allowed it, a purely political move. Another issue that you guys keep bringing up in the discussion section is that Australia is allowed to compete. FYROM for the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia writes, so EBU are allowing Australia to take part but are blocking European countries from participating in Eurovision. James points out that the recognition of Australia is not disputed internationally or in diplomatic practice, so there is a slight difference there. He also says, because Australia is not the only non-European country to have taken part, Morocco and Israel for starters, Tunisia, Iraq, and Libya are also eligible as EBU members as they fall within the European broadcasting zone. You guys, that is just like the tip of the iceberg, just like looking at the general situation. This is obviously a very complicated situation. What do you make of all this? Do you think they're double standards? Are you happy with the decision? Do you see Kosovo joining in the future? Let us know here on wiwibloggs. Shout out to all of our readers, viewers in Kosovo. They have amazing Eurovision passion, and they should be proud of all their fabulous musicians who are out there. Oh, my delivery is almost here. They should be proud of all their amazing singers who are out there in the world slaying already. And we know we're gonna see more Kosovar singers in Festival i Këngës and on the Eurovision stage soon, even if not there under the Kosovo flag. In any case, let us know what you think here on wiwibloggs. We've got more videos coming. I have finally found my camera after extensive renovations, and I cannot wait to make more videos. We'll see you later. Bye!